I haven't really practiced or think much about what I'm going to say. But I'm just let me put this out of the way. I'm going to this if you don't want if you want to hear me talking, maybe this is a good time for you to maybe just exit the video and go watch something else. I think it's important for me to kind of get a couple things out that might be helpful for you, and me sharing some experiences that I went through on 2023 that are affecting me in the things that I'm going to do in 2024 and in life in general. I'm going to be having chapters at the bottom. So if there's something that you don't really care about, you want to go to the next one, that's completely fine. You can do that. I'm going to start with 2023. Actually, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm talking to you today because of my history, right? So 4 years ago, I started kind of putting videos out, and this is not a super big channel, not that big of a thing that I have to be making videos or whatever, but I think it's a good idea just to, there's a few people that are still following me that send me messages and whatnot, and I think it's cool just to kind of continue to preserve that friendship and be able to kind of talk to people, because there's people that don't like my content, but there's also people that do enjoy my content because maybe my style or the way I do things or whatnot maybe just falls in the place in life where they really enjoy it, and there's some other people that might not feel like, oh, I don't like the way he speaks or the things the way he thinks. I mean, his upgrades or whatever. So that completely understandable. Like, there's content creators that I follow, and there's content creators that I sometimes watch, and sometimes I just simply don't watch. So I mean, that's completely fair. So long story short, I only said that because I've been doing videos for about maybe 4 or 5 years, and I've seen videos taking 20,000 views, some others really scratching and not really ever getting any traction. Only the people who are following me are potentially the ones who are watching those videos and whatnot. And sometimes there's some stuff that it's easy to record because it comes like very natural, or maybe it doesn't require a lot of planning, or because it's just kind of going out, and the most difficult thing is just to kind of put cameras and kind of keep track of everything and the stuff you're thinking while you're recording and whatnot, and maybe editing at the end. But doesn't require a lot of thinking. And there's times where I wanted to deliver something that was a little bit more professional, and that those requires ordering parts and then thinking about what's the best angle to show. Do I have the best lighting or the cameras or the mic so people can really listen to what I'm saying, that type of stuff. And I never stopped working, of course. So I had have my job and whatnot. So it was just me looking for ways to express myself outside of my job and whatnot. I'm gonna be very honest, and I don't think I ever said that before in the channel, but the only reason why I do this is because I love motorcycles. I probably have said that before. You probably know that by now. This is an escape, right? So I have a professional career, which at some point I stopped enjoying, but I still have to put food on the table, so I kept doing it, right? And which is continued to happen, of course. I think I'm speaking about 99% of the population. That's how everybody kind of feels like. But let's talk that was the intro. Let's go next chapter. The reason why I'm saying that is because I've been struggling for a long time with kind of staying motivated in my job, and although I'm a professional and I know how to do my job, and I can be successful at my job, and I know how to motivate people, and I know how to kind of create that environment where people feel satisfied with what they're doing, they get feedback and blah blah blah, whatever. It takes a toll on me because I don't get that from the people who I report to. and I'm not talking about present, I'm talking about throughout my entire career. I feel like I'm just doing a job. I go, I collect the check, and I'm out, and I don't have any passion for what I'm doing. I've been trying to move to different other organizations or maybe different type of careers, but there's a point in time where you have devoted so much time to a career where you feel like you're kind of in a place in life where like changing a career is going to be like kind of starting over again, and at that point you have already established a certain level of budget and lifestyle where it's kind of difficult to make those decisions on the fly. So I've been battling with that for 10 years. And yeah, so I started the channel because I that was the only opportunity that I had to kind of be the owner of what I was doing. So I own the content. If I put it out and people don't like it or whatever, it's a reflection on me and not in anybody else. And I'm the sole responsible for everything that's coming out, right? So I felt like I had some sort of like overarching control over what I was doing. So it kind of made me feel good. No matter even if the content was not, people were not appreciating what I was doing, it was still something that I wanted to do. So there was some satisfaction still on the process, right? So 2023 came. I lost my job, and I've never been without a job, and that was very difficult because I have my struggles in life with financial stuff and whatever, and all of a sudden finding myself with no job, it was something that I was not expecting. To put it in perspective, I'm a professional that I got all the way to being a director in the software, I guess in the software industry, and finding myself without a job and having to go through the process of kind of updating my resume and kind of starting to apply again and whatnot, it was hard. Like I just said, to put it in perspective, I applied to, at the very least, if I'm not mistaken, around 250 jobs during the 8 months that I was unemployed. Out of those 250 jobs that I applied for, I probably heard back from 50%, which was a rejection. I'm talking like I never got a chance to interview. I just got a chance to kind of get my resume at the door, and probably a automated system just kind of glanced through my resume and said, "Yeah, you're junk, and we don't need you." So that took a toll on me, right? From a human perspective, it just feels like rejection after rejection. It was kind of hard. While all of that is happening and you feel like no traction, we're not taking any traction, I'm still, applying for jobs, kind of getting your highs up that you feel like, oh crap, I kind of found something that I think I like, and all of a sudden you're turned down. Maybe someone will call you and they tell you, hey, give me a call in an hour, and then a recruiter wouldn't call you back. So I had a lot of, experiences like that, throughout the time that I was unemployed. Like I just said, 8 months, and it was hard. That was the main reason why you will probably think, come on, Richard, if you had 8 months unemployed, how come you were not putting out videos? Well, there's a few things. The type of content that I make almost relies on the fact that I'm either using partners to get me parts that I'm going to be reviewing for you, or me getting parts that I'm going to be installing on the bike, which of course requires for me to pay out of pocket, for a part, kind of reviewing it and installing on my bike. And I had the time, but I just didn't have the funds, and I was trying to be smart with my funds since I had no income. So that's why I stopped kind of putting videos out, and it was a combination of somehow feeling like I did not have enough to put the content out, and then of course I also did not have the energy to kind of fake behind the camera like everything was okay. Like everything was a mess, my family was okay, my family was good. I was able to kind of make my payments and whatnot, but the fact that your account keeps kind of dropping, and you kind of feel like a loser, like there's nothing for you. So This chapter is called Unemployed, and maybe if you're going through this, I hope that at some point I can provide some words for you that makes you feel better, and you can probably connect with me in this sense. Um, I got a job about 45, 50 days ago. Um, I'm appreciative of the fact that I got a job. Thanks God I have it, because I'm able to kind of, I haven't been able to put, I'm being very open, right? I haven't been able to put money back on my account, but I'm able to kind of, even if it's with some sort of like delay, I'm still making some payments on my financial responsibilities, house, whatever it is. But I'm still not out of the water. I'm still kind of navigating, because I was not able to land a job kind of getting the same salary I had before. So it's hard just to kind of go through all of that, and now now Christmas and other stuff right now. It's just kind of hard. It just sucks a little bit. This has been a time for me to really think about things, and realize, what, this is the time you want to focus on the good things, and what are those good things. I'm healthy. Even though I had no income, God is so big and so great in my life that I was able to make all my payments even without a job. I saw people being, I experienced, people being really kind of detached from their money and not being greedy, and willing to pay for stuff for me, provide with money, provide with food at times where things were kind of hard for me. And and that was really nice to see how people can be compassionate, and they can really extend that hand at the times where you need it the most, which of course is something that I enjoy doing. But being on the other side of the picture, of being the one receiving, it was amazing just to be able to see that, family, um, you know, in-laws, my parents, like a lot of people, that it's crazy the amount of either money or just words or prayers or whatever they provided for me to continue, for me and my family. So yeah, going back to my job, I'm gonna be very open. I don't like it. I'm not doing what I want, and to struggle on a daily basis just to find that motivation. I'm not sure if you're in the same boat as I am. I see people that they don't like their jobs, but they can really think very critical about it and say, oh, it just pays the bills, blah blah blah. I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person that I need to be invested in what I'm doing and feel like a real passion. Otherwise, I'm constantly battling this kind of depression of going through something that I don't like, and I'm only here because I have to pay the bills, blah blah blah, and it's hard. So that's why I'm just trying to think, hey, what God allows me to go through this experience, and why he put me in the place he put me, and what's coming next, and just trying to stay focused in those things that are happening in my life that are good. um, the fact that I'm healthy, the fact that my family is healthy, and the fact that we might be struggling financially a little bit, but we are still a good family, and we're together, and we have a bed that I can go to and lay down every night, and I have food on the table every day. So I'm going to be grateful for that, and I hope you are grateful for that, even if you don't have the latest motorcycle, the latest car, the latest mod, the latest whatever you want. There's always something that you can go back to, and be appreciative and grateful for. So I mean, don't take anything for granted, right? Um so yeah, so this is 2024 now. So in a couple days, maybe in less than a week, we're going to be transitioning into 2024. Some people may get a huge deal. For me, it's just another week, another day that starts, another week that starts, and yeah, you call it a new year. Nah, it's the same thing. But I'm gonna take this opportunity to maybe try to focus on the content that I really like. I'm not going to be try to stay focused in like putting a lot of content. I think I'm going to try just to enjoy what I'm doing, and maybe instead of just pushing, a video a week like I was doing before. Maybe just trying to focus on enjoying and really deliver quality, and taking my time just to put something out. If people like it, if I can help someone, if I can help one person, that's enough for me. And I know, and I'm not doing this, like I said, just to become a millionaire, or just to, I'm just here just because I want it, because I want to. I want to really share with people my struggles and my and the stuff that I discover, throughout time, and the mods that I want to do, that I don't have the money to take my bike to a shop, but hey, I can do it myself. So how about we do it? And we learn in the process. And I know some people sometimes just come to my channel and they're just like, oh, you're an idiot. You're not a mechanic. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. That's fine. I mean, you have to understand that if you don't know the channel and you come across one of my videos, you can't just judge me because of video. Just spend some time before you make a comment, because you're making a comment that it's completely out of the question and out of the realm of what this channel is. This channel is not about me being a master mechanic. And if that's what you're thinking that I am, then just go and go to school and become a master mechanic, and then you can show me how to do it. That's not the point. So yeah, so that 2024, that's kind of what I'm trying to stay focused on. I also like to transition to some other type of content. I have a few ideas in my head that I haven't fully developed, but I'm hoping that you might enjoy it. It'll be cool to see if there's something out there that you guys might want to see. I mentioned that my initial idea with the FZ-09 right now, the only one I have, it's potentially just to take it on the drag strip, and I already lowered the bike. I might need to change a little bit of a gearing, and there's a few things that I'll like to do. I haven't even flashed the ECU because of money, so I'm just waiting for a few things. So I don't want to go and take a naturally aspirated, not a naturally aspirated, but a not flashed bike, because I know how much I can gain by flashing the bike. So I might be waiting on that. But that's primarily what I want to do, with this bike, and those plans are still. But I might still make some aesthetics changes on the bike, like the wheels and powder coating a few parts that I want to powder coat, and I might be spending some time kind of doing that, and maybe also just spending more time on dirt, which I've been kind of getting a little bit of hang off, and I really enjoy it. So it's a cool place to be, where it feels safe, and it feels like a place that you can really really learn and how to really ride a bike and whatnot. This chapter is gonna be about bikes, and my bikes specifically. Ever mention anything on the channel about my bikes? If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I had my GSX 1000, I had my FZ-09 with the knobby tires, and then I got this one as well. In my Kayo. So essentially, because of my financial situation, I had to get rid of the GSX, which that was my main bike. Part of the deal with the GSX, I ended up getting this FZ-09, and then after a few months, I was not in a place where I had a job and whatnot, and I was not going to be asking for money, so I ended up selling my FZ, the one with the knobby tires, the one that I was using on dirt, which it was difficult to part ways with that bike, but I had to do what I had to do just to keep up with my financial obligations and whatnot. And these are the ones that I have right now. I'm hoping that things get better. Otherwise, I might just need to get rid of them, and there might not be any channel at all, because I think that I need a bike just to have a motorcycle channel. So anyhow, so that's the plans for now. So that's what happened with the bike. So as of right now, I'm still keeping this one, but hopefully things financially gets better, and we can do something. 2024, I don't know what God has for me in the sense of work or whatnot. I would love to transition to something that I'm passionate about, so that I can kind of put work and really enjoy it, and hopefully the YouTube channel is going to be complementing, kind of continue to grow like organically, and I can kind of develop this group of people behind me, and we can just kind of hopefully have communication, be part of the community and whatnot. So that's all I want, because it's very nice just to be able to get behind the community and kind of see it grow and share and the stuff we're passionate about. So anyhow. All right, so that's all. I don't want to end on a sad note, but I feel like this is important just to have these conversations, because there might be some of you that are going through this stuff, and people like take a bunch of like happy pictures on Instagram, but nobody's really telling you the truth, and this is the truth. Like I have no problem telling people, hey, I'm struggling right now. But you know what? There's still good things happening. I'm still healthy. I have people that love me. I love my family. I have God. There's so many things that I'm appreciative for, and I think it's important just to level with people and let people know that, hey, struggling, it's gonna happen, and we're just gonna have to kind of work through it and go through some tests in life that are going to be testing you, and you hopefully you'll come out the other way, with some learnings and stuff you can apply and share with other people. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So it's been a hard year for me, but I'm not saying 2024 is going to be my year. I might be struggling still in 2024, but hey, I think the most important thing is just to find myself, find that place where I can connect with God, with my family and whatnot, and continue trusting in that and being grateful for what I have, and try not to stay focused in the stuff that I do not have. That's been the biggest struggle for me. So we're a couple days away from Christmas, so I just want to say Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope that you get the chance to enjoy time with family, spend time with the people you love, spend time doing the stuff you love, and don't waste your time with gossip, negativity, all that stuff. Leave that stuff behind. Just really spend time with your family, the people that are going to be with you, and then just be grateful for what you have. So if you want to leave me a comment, leave me a comment. If you want to email me, I always leave my email on the comment box on the bottom of the videos. And yeah, I just want to say thank you if you watched this whole thing, and if you didn't, the people who didn't watch it, it's their miss. Like they don't know what they're doing. So I'm just joking. But anyhow, Merry Christmas and thank you, and hopefully we're gonna be releasing a video pretty soon. Bye.